Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we continue with our discussion on supply and we look at two things, a supply schedule and a supply curve. Now, the law of supply, which states that ceteris paribus, firms or producers will produce and supply more of a commodity if there is a rise in its prices and vice versa, gives us a positive relationship between the supply of a commodity and its price. Now, supply can be of two types. Individual supply, that is the supply of an individual firm, and market supply, which is the sum of supply of all individual firms. So let's study them individually first. So we look at an individual supply schedule. A schedule means a table. Here I'm presenting you one. It tells you that for one particular supplier, one individual supplier, when there is a change in the price of the commodity, and look at the table, I'll look at it here as well with you. When the price of the good increases from 10 per kg to 15 per kg, the quantity supplied by that individual producer goes up from 5,000 to 10,000 kgs per month. And as the price keeps going up from 10 to 15, 20, 25, 30, the supply also keeps going up along with the rise in the prices. Why does that happen? Because when prices rise, individual producers find it profitable to keep producing that good. All right. So we have an individual supply schedule, which then can be translated into an individual supply curve shown here for you. Now let's go to the market supply schedule. A market supply schedule will say at rupees 10, or rather let's look at it here. At rupees 10, the producer A is willing to produce 5,000 kgs per month of the commodity. Producer B is willing to produce 4,000 units per month of that commodity. Producer C, producer D. So at one price, rupees 10, producer A will supply so much, producer B will supply so much, producer C will supply so much. So at price 10, we can add up the supplies of all the producers in the market and say that in the market, so much quantity of the good is supplied at price 10. And this is the aggregate of the quantity supplied by various individual producers. If the price goes up to 15, then how much is producer A going to supply? How much is producer B going to supply? How much is producer C going to supply? Keep adding that up and you get at the particular price of rupees 15, what is the market supply of that commodity? This supply schedule, when it is translated into a map, gives you the market supply curve. So you've done two things, a schedule and a curve. A schedule individual and market, supply curve individual and market. See you in the next hack.